Was the Pensacola shooter a sleeper agent of the Saudi government? According to this latest report, 7 people were shot at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola, Florida. 4 people perished in the deadly rampage, while 8 people were wounded. The suspect is revealed to be Lieutenant Mohammed Saeed Alshamran, from Saudi Arabia, opened fire in one of the classrooms at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola, which is a major training site for the U.S. Navy, one of the most decorated forces of the United States military, which has seen action in numerous countries of conflict around the world, including Saudi Arabia, which is widely believed to have perpetrated the 9/11 attacks in New York City back in September 2001. Although there appears to be no official motive for the shooting, however, it can be surmised that the attack was most probably due to America's foreign policy actions concerning the Middle East in countries such as Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. These nations are known to the United States and the world as international hotbeds for radical Islamic extremism that calls for violence against Western powers such as Europe and America. But just like all incidents similar to this one, including the 2009 shooting that occurred at Fort Hood, near Killeen, Texas by perpetrator Nidal Hassan, a U.S. Army major and psychiatrist, who ironically enough, was never treated by any other psychiatrist at Fort Hood, this latest one is similar in that it occurred at American Army bases within the country. What is unbelievable is that after the 2009 Fort Hood shooting, news reports revealed that a joint terrorism task force has been fully aware of a series of emails between Hassan and the Yemen-based Imam Anwar al-Awlaki, who was monitored by the National Security Agency as a quote security threat unquote. This reveals gross incompetence on the US spy intelligence network, in which, had they acted swiftly on the threat, the lives of that fateful day on the 5th of November, 2009, could have been saved, if not outright prevented from the rampage at the hands of Nidal Hassan, and quite similarly at the Pensacola Naval Air Base, in which Mohammed Saeed Alshamran was a flight student. It is also very important to note that the 9/11 hijackers were also flight students. In another twist to this story, this latest deadly incident comes just 2 days after a U.S. sailor opened fire at Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard in Hawaii, which claimed the lives of 2 civilians, including the shooter himself. And because these incidents may or may not be coincidence, it raises many hard questions. 1. Was this a terrorist attack? Was it premeditated and motivated by anti-America sentiment that is brewing between the United States of America and the Middle East, with various protests breaking out in Iran, claiming many lives in the process? 2. Did he act alone? Are there any other suspects out there who may be plotting similar attacks, not just at US naval bases, but in generally populated areas such as shopping malls, government buildings, schools, colleges, universities, etc.? 3. Did Saudi Arabia secretly carry out the attacks via various agents and cells possibly operating outside and within the United States of America? 4. Was the US sailor who killed 2 civilians stationed in Hawaii also part of this attack, which occurred just 2 days before this latest incident? 5. Was the NSA monitoring Mohammed Saeed Alshamran to see whether or not he was part of any radical Islamist group who may claim responsibility for the attack in the future, despite the fact the FBI says it's an ongoing investigation? 6. What about 6 Saudi Arabian individuals who were said to have filmed the attack arrested by government authorities? Did they confiscate their phones? And what became of the footage on said phones? Were they deleted or did they keep it for analysis? This is exactly what the LVPD did when they confiscated the phones of various witnesses who may have seen something else that was occurring during Stephen Paddock's rampage at Las Vegas that had to be absolutely suppressed by deleting the footage on their phones. It remains to be seen whether or not this latest incident was terrorism related, a claim made by the FBI. However, my gut instinct says otherwise. This was, no doubt, an attack on our brave men and women, which is just shy of the 7th of December. A date which will live in infamy. How dare this sick, twisted individual try to defile one of the greatest tragic moments in American history. I send my condolences to those who lost their loved ones of this senseless murder at the hands of someone who trained with our brave men and women who have sworn to protect this nation from enemies, foreign and domestic, the former of which was foreign. For more information on this story, visit the links in the description box, share the videos wherever you can, and like, favorite, and subscribe. Please send condolences to the victims. Thanks for watching.